Hello, English learners. Welcome back to the Speak English with Bible podcast, your favorite comfy spot to practice simple English with natural, friendly conversations. I am David. How are you feeling tonight? I hope you had a truly peaceful day. But you know, life is not always an easy journey. Sometimes we get deeply hurt, feel completely exhausted, or just feel left all alone in the dark. Have you ever had a moment where everything seemed to go wrong? Maybe you were struggling hard and the people you expected to help you just walked away. Oh, it hurts so much, doesn't it? It really leaves a deep scar on our hearts. But then, out of nowhere, an unexpected hand reaches out to pull you up. Someone you didn't even know, or maybe a complete stranger, offers you warm kindness. Wow, that one small act of love can completely heal your broken heart. Today, we are going to explore a very famous and beautiful story. It's about a man who experienced exactly this kind of unexpected, life-saving love. During the time of Jesus, the road from Jerusalem down to Jericho was incredibly dangerous. It was a steep, rocky path through the desert, full of dark caves where violent robbers used to hide. Travelers were absolutely terrified to walk there alone. In our story today, a man takes this scary journey and faces a terrible tragedy. Now, there's something very important you need to know. Back then, Jewish people and a group of people called Samaritans really despised each other. They avoided each other completely and never spoke. It was a very deep, bitter historical division. But what happens when these two completely different worlds collide on a lonely, dangerous road? Who will step up and show true kindness when a life is on the line? Let's travel back to that dusty road and find out together. Let's picture the scene together. A Jewish man was walking down that terrifying road from Jerusalem to Jericho. The sun was burning hot, the shadows were long, and it was terribly quiet. This road was famously known as the Way of Blood. It twisted and turned through steep, rocky mountains, making it the perfect hiding spot for dangerous criminals. The traveler was completely alone, probably just wanting to get home safely. Suddenly, out of the dark rocks, a group of violent robbers jumped out. They surrounded the poor traveler before he could even cry out for help. They were incredibly cruel. They attacked him mercilessly, beating him until he fell to the dusty, hard ground. They stripped off his clothes, stole all his money, and took everything he had. Then they simply ran away into the mountains. They left him lying there by the side of the road, bleeding heavily and half dead. Oh, it is such a heartbreaking scene to imagine. Can you imagine how scared and lonely he must have felt? He was in immense physical pain, unable to move, just staring at the empty blue sky. He was probably praying, hoping someone, anyone, would come along and save his life. And then, a tiny spark of hope. He heard the soft crunch of footsteps on the gravel. Someone was coming down the road. It was a priest, a holy man, a respected religious leader in the community. The injured man probably thought, "Oh, thank God, a priest is here. He serves God, so he will surely save me." But what did the priest do? When he saw the man lying there covered in dirt and blood, he stopped. Then he crossed over to the exact opposite side of the road and hurried away. He completely ignored the dying man. Just think about that for a second. The person who was supposed to represent God's endless love just walked right past him without even saying a word. A little while later, there were more footsteps. This time it was a Levite, another man who dedicated his life to serving in the temple. Surely this religious man would stop and help, right? But no. The Levite came over, looked at the poor, beaten man, and did the exact same thing. He crossed over to the other side of the road, kept his head down, and kept on walking. Wow, how devastating. If you were that injured man, wouldn't your heart just completely shatter into a million pieces? The very people you trusted and respected had completely abandoned you in your darkest, most painful hour. The man was fading fast. His vision was blurring, and his hope was slipping away. He probably thought his life was going to end right there in the hot, lonely desert dust. But then a third traveler came down the road. This man was riding a donkey. But there was a massive catch to this situation. He was a Samaritan. Remember what we talked about earlier. Jewish people and Samaritans absolutely despised each other. It was a prejudice that was passed down for hundreds of years. If this Jewish man were healthy, he probably wouldn't even say hello to this Samaritan. So, what would the Samaritan do? He had every cultural and historical reason to just ignore the Jewish man and keep riding. He could have easily said, "He is not my problem. His people hate my people." But he didn't do that. When the Samaritan saw the wounded man, something incredibly beautiful happened. His heart was completely filled with deep pity and overwhelming compassion. He didn't see an enemy or a foreigner. He just saw a broken, hurting human being who desperately needed help. So, he quickly got off his donkey and ran to the man's side. He gently knelt down in the dirt. He carefully cleaned the man's terrible wounds, pouring on soothing oil and wine to clean them and prevent infection. Then, using whatever cloth he had, he wrapped the wounds softly with bandages. It wasn't a quick fix either. The Samaritan gently lifted the heavy, unconscious man and placed him onto his own animal. He walked beside him, supporting his weight, until they reached a safe little inn on the side of the road. That night, the Samaritan didn't just drop him off and leave. He stayed by the man's side. He tenderly cared for him, making sure he was warm, comfortable, and safe through the long, dark hours. The next morning, the Samaritan had to continue his own business journey. But he didn't just say goodbye. He went to the innkeeper and pulled out 2 silver coins, which was worth about 2 full days of hard work. He handed the money to the innkeeper and said, "Look after him. Give him whatever he needs. If you spend any more money taking care of him, I will pay you back in full when I return." Wow, just pause and think about the sheer depth of that kindness. He gave his time, his medicine, his money, and his heart to a complete stranger, a stranger who was supposed to be his bitter enemy. Jesus told this amazing, shocking story to answer a very specific question. A religious expert had tried to test Jesus by asking, "And who is my neighbor?" After finishing this beautiful story, Jesus looked right at the expert and asked, "Which of these 3 do you think was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of robbers?" The expert couldn't even bring himself to say the word Samaritan. He just softly replied, "The one who had mercy on him." And Jesus gave him a simple but incredibly powerful command. Go and do likewise. Go and be exactly like that Samaritan. Ah, what a breathtaking story. True love doesn't care about borders, backgrounds, or old hatreds. True love sees the wounds, feels the pain, and simply reaches out to heal them. Sometimes in life, we are the injured man, desperately waiting for an unexpected hand to pull us up out of the dirt. And sometimes, God calls us to be the Samaritan for someone else who is secretly hurting right next to us. I know you might want to dive even deeper into this beautiful, comforting message, and we definitely will at the end of the show. But first, to really understand and share these stories, we need the right tools. Are you ready to build up your English vocabulary so you can tell these incredible stories yourself? Let's transition into our fun and easy word workshop. Welcome to the Word Workshop. You know, learning new vocabulary is like collecting small keys. Each key opens up a brand new door to understanding the world. Today, we have some very powerful words to learn from our beautiful story. Our first word today is stranger. A stranger is simply someone you do not know at all. Repeat after me. Stranger. Here are two easy examples. I do not talk to strangers. A kind stranger helped me find the train station. The second word is dangerous. This means something is not safe and could easily hurt you. Repeat after me. Dangerous. Let's practice together. That dark road was very dangerous at night. It is dangerous to walk on the freezing ice. Our third word is robber. A robber is a bad person who steals things from others by using force. Repeat after me. Robber. Here are your simple examples. The robber took all of the traveller's money. The police quickly caught the robber. Number 4 is the word ignore. To ignore someone means to purposely not look at them or listen to them. Repeat after me. Ignore. Let's try these examples. Please do not ignore my phone call. The busy man chose to ignore the crying baby. Our fifth word is a truly beautiful one. Compassion. Compassion is a deep, warm feeling of love and wanting to help someone who is hurting. Repeat after me. Compassion. Here are two simple sentences for you. She showed great compassion to the sick dog. The Samaritan's heart was full of compassion. The sixth word is wound. A wound is a bad cut or injury, either on your physical body or deep inside your heart. Repeat after me. Wound. Listen to these simple examples. He has a painful wound on his arm. A kind word can slowly heal a deep wound. And our seventh and final word is neighbor. Usually this means the person living in the house right next door to yours. But Jesus taught us it means anyone in the world who desperately needs our help. Repeat after me. Neighbor. Let's practice one last time. My next-door neighbor is very friendly. We should try to be a good neighbor to everyone we meet. Wow, you did an absolutely amazing job today. Practicing these new words aloud will definitely make your spoken English sound so much more natural and confident. Now that we have these beautiful words safely tucked in our hearts, let's take a peaceful moment to reflect on what this story really means for our lives today. The story of the Good Samaritan isn't just about an ancient dusty road. It's about our everyday lives right here and now. Sometimes we are that broken traveler desperately needing grace and a helping hand. God sees our hidden wounds, and He never crosses to the other side to avoid us. He comes near to us, bringing deep healing and quiet comfort. Ah, what a beautiful truth to rest in tonight. And sometimes God places us right on a path where someone else is hurting. He calls us to look past our busy schedules and show His radical, unexpected love. Even one small act of kindness can completely change a person's world. If this story touched your heart today, please leave a warm comment down below. Tell me about a time when someone showed you unexpected kindness, or just say, hello. Don't forget to tap the like button and subscribe to our channel so we can keep growing together. Also, if you want to practice speaking these stories out loud, make sure to check out our community tab. We have a fun weekend shadowing challenge waiting for you there. Thank you so much for spending your precious time with me tonight. Rest well, stay kind, and remember that you are deeply, truly loved. Until next time, I'll see you very soon. Good night.